Interrupting is easy to notice, but difficult to understand. At first, it seems like rudeness or impatience or trying to dominate a conversation, but the truth is softer than that. Interrupting is often a window into someone's inner world, a reflection of needs, fears, and habits they may not even be aware of. In today's video, we'll explore the quiet psychology behind people who interrupt. One of the first reasons is this: some people interrupt because their thoughts feel urgent. Their minds move quickly, ideas come in bursts, and they fear that if they don't speak now, the thought will disappear. This isn't dominance. It's cognitive overwhelm, a fast mind struggling to wait for a slower moment. Another reason is emotional. They interrupt because they feel unheard in their past. Maybe they grew up in a home where speaking required fighting for space. Maybe they learned that being quiet meant being invisible. Interrupting becomes a survival habit, a way to claim a moment before it's taken away. This behavior often comes from a history where their voice wasn't valued. A third reason is this: they confuse connection with jumping in. To them, interrupting with a story or idea feels like joining you, not cutting you off. They're trying to relate and to build warmth, to show understanding. What may feel intrusive to you may feel like closeness to them. Another psychological clue: some people interrupt because silence feels uncomfortable. A pause, a breath, a moment to gather thoughts. These things feel like gaps to them, spaces that need filling. Their interruption isn't impatience. It's anxiety, a fear of stillness that pushes them to speak before the moment settles. And then there are those who interrupt because they need control to feel safe. Taking over the conversation protects them from vulnerability. It prevents emotional exposure. It keeps them from sitting in uncertainty. This isn't arrogance. It's armor, a way of staying protected behind their own voice. Finally, some interrupt for a simpler reason. They were never taught another way. Conversation styles are inherited. Some families talk over one another. Some cultures overlap instead of taking turns. Some environments reward volume over presence. Interrupting becomes normal, even when it wasn't meant to be. Interrupting is rarely about disrespect. More often, it's about pacing, upbringing, emotional history, or the quiet fear of not being heard. When you understand the psychology behind it, the behavior becomes less personal and more human. Because interrupting doesn't say, "I don't care what you're saying." More often, it quietly says, "I'm afraid my voice won't matter unless I use it now." And that's something worth understanding with gentleness.